Picture this. You're at the school cafeteria. You have the ultimate snack, a giant sparkling bag of limited edition Takis. Everyone wants a piece. You're the king of the lunchroom. Because everyone wants your snacks, they're willing to trade you their best cookies, their juice boxes, even their homework answers just to be your friend. But one day, you show up with a bag that's mostly crumbs. You try to trade, but your friends look away. They'd rather trade with the kid selling popcorn instead. Suddenly, your snack power is gone. Anyway, welcome to the world of the US Treasury market, the giant invisible lunchroom trade that keeps the whole world running, and why the snacks America is selling are starting to look a lot like crumbs. To understand why the dollar is in trouble, we have to talk about Treasury bonds. Now, don't let the boring name fool you. A bond is just a fancy word for an IOU. When the US government wants to build a cool new fighter jet or send out checks to people, they usually spend way more money than they actually have in their piggy bank. So they ask the world for a loan. Hey world, give me $100 today and I promise I'll give it back to you in 10 years. Plus, every year, I'll give you an extra $5 as a thank you for being awesome. That thank you money is called interest. For 80 years, the whole world, from big banks to countries like China and Japan, stayed in line to buy these IOUs. Why? Because the US was the teacher's pet of the world. They always paid their bills. It was the safest bet on earth. But lately, the US has been acting like a kid with a magic credit card who doesn't know how to stop swiping. Right now, the US is over $34 trillion in debt. How big is $34 trillion? If you spent $1 every single second, it would take you 1 million years to spend it all. It's a number so big it sounds like a glitch in a video game. Excuse me? I noticed your debt mountain is now taller than Mount Everest. Are you actually going to pay me back, or are you just going to keep buying pizzas you can't afford? Don't worry about it. We're America. We're the main character of this story. Nothing bad ever happens to the main character. Yeah, tell that to the guy who built the Titanic. I think I'll go buy some gold instead. This is where the vibe shifts. For years, China and Japan were America's best friends at the trade table. They bought trillions of dollars of these IOUs. But now, they're walking away. China wants to play its own game. Japan needs its money back to fix its own house. Suddenly, the US is like the popular kid at a party who realizes his best friends just left, and now he's stuck with a $34 trillion bill for the music and the snacks. So, what does the government do when no one wants their IOUs? They get desperate. They say, fine, if you buy my IOU, I'll pay you $10 in thank you money instead of $5. This sounds like a good deal, right? Wrong. Because in the money world, the US Treasury is like the master thermostat. When the interest on these bonds goes up, the price of everything else goes up too. Your dad's car loan? More expensive. Your mom's house payment? More expensive. That Lego set you wanted? Yeah, the price just jumped because the store had to pay more for its own loans. By 2023, the unthinkable happened. The failed auction. Think of it like a birthday party where the US invited the whole world for cake, and nobody showed up.
Okay, everyone. Who wants these brand new IOUs? We're paying record high interest. Anyone? Goldman Sachs? JP Morgan? Little Timmy?
The room stays silent. The big banks, who usually have to buy the leftovers, are shaking their heads. Sorry, Sarah. Our vaults are already stuffed with your old IOUs, and their value is dropping faster than a lead balloon. We don't want any more of this junk. When the banks stop buying, the government runs out of cash. And when the government runs out of cash, they reach for the emergency cheat code. Enter the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve has a giant magical print button. When nobody else wants to buy the government's IOUs, the Fed just prints billions of new dollars out of thin air and buys them. Problem solved, right? Wait, if we can just print money to pay our debts, why doesn't everyone just get $1 billion for free? Because if you print too much money, the money you already have becomes fake. That's called inflation. It's why a candy bar that used to be $1 is now $3. You didn't get richer, your money just got weaker. This is the trap. If the government doesn't print money, the whole system freezes and people lose their jobs. If the government does print money, your savings evaporate because everything becomes too expensive to buy. It's a lose-lose situation. So, is the dollar dead? Not yet. It's still the most used money on the planet. It's like the English language. Even if you don't like it, you kind of have to use it to talk to everyone else. But for the first time in 100 years, countries are looking for a new language. Some are using the Chinese yuan. Others are obsessed with Bitcoin. Some are even hoarding gold like dragons in a cave. The real danger isn't a giant explosion. It's a slow leak. It's the feeling that every year your birthday money buys one less toy. It's the feeling that the adults in charge are just moving numbers around on a screen, hoping nobody notices the mountain is crumbling. The Treasury market is a $27 trillion belief system. As long as everyone believes the US is the strongest, the system floats. But trust is like a glass vase. Once you see a crack, you can't unsee it. it. And right now, the world is staring at the cracks. The inhale before the scream we saw in the AI bubble, it's happening here too. But this isn't about a chatbot or a tech company. This is about the very paper in your wallet. So, next time you see a $1 bill, look at it. It's not made of gold. It's just a piece of paper backed by a promise. And right now, the world is asking, is that a promise you can actually keep? The auction is still going. The auctioneer is still calling for bids. But the room is getting cold. The bidders are leaving. And the clock is ticking toward a zero that nobody, not even the smartest people on Wall Street, is ready to face. Welcome to the end of the easy money era. Hope you saved your real snacks because the lunchroom is about to get very, very hungry.